the social universe, where you learn the secrets of the social media through the social universe, and in many cases, you learn the secrets of the universe itself. Today, we are talking about the secrets of the universe from the standpoint of social media, but also professional networking. And the third major tenet of our show, we're going to be talking about philanthropy causes and how you can actually make the world a better place by at the same time promoting your business. Who would ever know that by solely by promoting your own business, you can have your referral partners gain massive success? And who would ever know that just solely by promoting yourself, you can help causes that you care about also create a lot of success for themselves? We're joined today by Barnum from TrustedTeam.com, and he, like myself, is a huge believer in cause-related marketing, and would like to double the amount of funding that goes to cause-related issues. Am I correct?
Yeah, my personal mission is to double global philanthropy to $1 trillion a year by the year 2020.
That is a tall order, and I think we're going to have to get Trusted Team to a multi-billion-dollar company to get there, and guess what? It's going to happen. So.
Amen, from your lips to God's ears.
There we go. So tell us a little bit about cause-related marketing and how that would work.
Yeah, absolutely. And cause-related marketing is something I'm incredibly passionate about, because very few small businesses utilize this tactic, or individual business professionals. Most people don't really understand how to integrate social causes into their marketing, and really what it does is it creates a deeper level of relationship between you and your clients and your employees. And there's lots of statistics. I say the ABCs of cause-related marketing is that it helps you attract clients, it builds buzz, it creates customer loyalty, it actually decreases your marketing costs while enhancing your employee morale. So it's really a powerful platform and way that you can integrate whatever it is that you're passionate about into your marketing, share it with your client base, and let them know your heart so that they connect with you on a much deeper level.
Absolutely. I love that. Those of you who have listened to my show know that human trafficking and sex slavery is something I feel passionate against, and it's something that I better stop right there. I'll dominate the rest.
You'll take the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, but each of you want to think inside of yourselves, what is it that I would like to do to change the world to be a better place? And you're going to have your cause, whatever that is. So, Brandon, tell us a little bit about yours.
You know, for me, back in 2002, I got introduced to a Northwest organization where I live called Northwest Medical Teams, which is now evolved into Medical Teams International. And I got invited to a lunch and learn, and so I went to a business office, to an attorney's office, and I heard about this organization. I heard from a doctor who had just come back from Africa, and every day after volunteering in the fields of compassion for 18 hours a day, undoubtedly at the end of every day, he'd have a mother chasing behind the van, carrying her baby or child, saying, "But what about my child?" And when I heard that, my heart just broke. And I said, you know what, I've got to get off the couch and get in the game and do whatever I can to raise awareness and raise funds. And so I started volunteering with that organization and was able to help them generate a couple $1 million in revenues and in philanthropy and support for their organization. And as a result, I've been on this mission ever since. And so a week after I did a major campaign in Oregon, I went to Maui with my wife, and I spent 6 days, and I really re-engineered my life. And I started from the question of what can I do to uplift, empower, and transform the lives of every person on the planet? And from that question came the vision to double global philanthropy. And so that's the mission I've been on. And so that's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing with Trusted Team is I want to help every individual business professional and business owner partner with their charities of choice and integrate that into their marketing so that everybody wins through the process.
I love that. Now, I'm going to give a shout out to Facebook in both the positive and the not so positive way, is that they have cause campaigns in Facebook, and they had a big push, and then I don't think I've heard a word boo about cause campaigns on Facebook for the longest time. And so I would hope that Mark Zuckerberg would kind of push that again, kind of figure out a way to dust that off and get it going. But from the standpoint of Trusted Team, I commend Brandon Barnum here with TrustedTeam.com. invterviewed.com who is creating that ability. Now the nice thing is that this is something that you can put your cause on the front and center on your Trusted Team membership page. That's one of the things we didn't officially talk about. You can drag and drop your Trusted Team members in whatever order you want them to be. So when you send out that email, and on the right hand side of your email is clickable thumbnails that form together to create a banner ad on the side of your email. You can actually have the number 1 be for your cause. And then make sure you have your top referral partner right up there as well.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of reasons why you'd want to do that as far as the charities. I mean, number 1, it feels really good. You know, when you're passionate about something, you want to share that. And part of, as you well teach, I'm sure, part of the way that you build relationship with your client base is to be authentic. Share your heart, share your passions, and people are going to resonate with you if that is near and dear to their hearts as well. And there's some great statistics and studies that show how impactful this is. In fact, the 2010 Cone Cause Evolution study shows 80% of customers said they'd be likely to switch brands about equal in price and quality to one that supports a cause. And 83% of consumers said they want more of the products and services they use to benefit causes. It also went on to say 90% of consumers say they want companies to tell them the way they're supporting causes, and 93% want to know what companies are doing to make the world a better place. So if you want to differentiate yourself, that competitive advantage again, isn't it amazing that your competitive advantage can be making a difference in the world? How good does that feel when you go to bed at night?
That's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely phenomenal. And that matters so much. I would differ to say 10 years ago those numbers might not have been as high.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to Simon Mainwaring recently, and Simon is the author of Me to We. He's a brilliant man, and he consults with Nike and Coca-Cola and does cause-related marketing for some of the top brands on the planet. And he's absolutely shown in his research that this is a newer phenomenon. It's been in the last few years that companies have really sort of started waking up and getting it. And while the big companies get it, it's time for the individual professional to start integrating this into what they do. You know, start thinking about your marketing as, again, your relationship with the clients that you serve. Stop thinking transactionally, think about it relationally, and the more that you can create that heart-centered relationship with your clients and customers, the more your business is going to thrive.
In my humble opinion, there's 2 ways to look at it. One is, how hard is it for you to drag and drop your, first of all, to invite your favorite cause to be on Trusted Team, and then make sure that they are on the top left-hand side of your Trusted Team so that they show up number 1 as you send those emails out. But that's a passive way to do it. You can get more active about it where you can actually say, hey, a portion of our revenue is going to, if 93% of consumers say that matters to them, then make sure you put that A, front and center, and B, make sure that you're very active about selling with that cause in mind so that it can actually move product for you.
I love when we were having dinner together last night, Kurt. The restaurant we were at had the autism campaign going on. And so when we walked in the door, they had their autism banners of all the people that had donated. And so I asked the server what that campaign was. Was it just tonight? She said, no, we're doing it all month long, and that's the charity that we've chosen to partner with, and the owner's really passionate about it. And it engaged me at a deeper level with that business. My affinity for that company, if you will, that restaurant, that business grew because I knew they were making a difference in the community. And that's what you can do as an individual business professional.
I love it. One of the things that they might have been participating in a similar program than what we do. Anytime I'm in a public setting where there's a place for a 6-foot table, I will actually have one of my referral partners, and you should do the same. Find somebody else who does this in your vicinity, and they give 50% of the proceeds go. They are a nonprofit, so 50% of the proceeds from a silent auction goes to the charity that's putting on the silent auction, and 50% goes to your charity of choice. Brilliant. So go find someone and they're all over the place. They're just charity auctions. It's a great strategy, and then you're a business person who has influence, whether it be at the celebrity theater, whether it be in a venue of some kind that has a 6-foot spot for an empty that they can put a table in. That's all that public venue has to donate, is that space. And then the other charity actually gets all the paraphernalia signed and that's why they get 50%, and then your charity gets to get 50%, and then you put that on Trusted Team. Drive traffic to it, guys.
Yeah, and make sure that you're sharing what you're doing, right? It's one thing just to give, but you need to be sharing that on your website, on your social media, and integrating that into all your client communications.
That's amazing. So, as we talked about, Brandon Barnum is much more than TrustedTeam.com. It's his personality that actually is coming out in his amazing software. You've got to know him a little bit, know that his heart's in the right place, that his personality is in the right place, his software is in the right place, and emphasis on at the right time on all of the above. Thank you for tuning in to the Social Universe here on Voice America. This is Kurt Wilhelm, the host of the Social Universe, and we want to thank Brandon Barnum from TrustedTeam.com for joining us. And don't forget to go to bizgrowth.trustedteam.com/pre-launch. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Kurt.